Every single day, whether we notice it or not, we're choosing. Not just the small things like what to wear or what to eat, but the deeper things, the kind of person we're becoming, the direction our heart is leaning, the voice we're listening to. Scripture says, "Before man is life and death, good and evil, and whatever he chooses will be given to him." That's not a threat. It's a description of how God designed the human soul. Your choices don't just shape your day, they shape your destiny. Science is just now discovering what Scripture has been saying all along. You become what you repeatedly choose. Neuroscience tells us that every choice strengthens a pathway in the brain. Every decision, even the tiny ones, forms a pattern. And over time, those patterns become your character, your habits, your reactions, your identity. Ecclesiastes describes life without God as vanity of vanities, not because life is meaningless, but because we feel empty when we're disconnected from the one who gives meaning. When we try to live without God, we feel the symptoms: anxiety, restlessness, comparison, exhaustion, that quiet ache that says, there has to be more than this, and there is more, but you can't find it by accident. You find it by choosing it. 1 Corinthians says, "The sensual man cannot perceive the things of the Spirit, they seem foolish to him." Sensual doesn't mean immoral. It means living only by what we can see, feel, and want in the moment. And our world trains us to live exactly like that: reactive, overstimulated, distracted, and spiritually numb. If you only trust what you can see, you'll miss what God is doing. And if you only chase what feels good, you'll never find what makes you whole. People today aren't bad. They're overwhelmed, they're spiritually undernourished, and they're trying to fill a God-shaped space with everything but God. But here's the good news: you can choose differently. You can choose life, even in a world that pushes you toward noise and emptiness. Jesus said, "Whoever breaks the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom." He's not threatening punishment. He's describing spiritual gravity. When we live out of alignment with God's design, we shrink, we become smaller inside. But when we live it and teach it, we become great in His kingdom, not famous, not impressive, but aligned, whole, radiant. So how do we choose life in a world that pulls us in every direction? First, choose life daily, not in big dramatic moments, but in small, steady decisions: the way you speak, the way you respond, the way you forgive, the way you pause before reacting. Feed your spirit, not just your senses. Prayer, scripture, silence, gratitude. Service, community. These aren't religious chores. They're how God rewires your mind for peace. They're how your soul remembers who you are. And finally, slow down enough to hear God. The world is loud, but God speaks in the quiet. And when you make space for Him, you'll start to notice His voice everywhere. You were created for life, not the frantic, exhausted life the world offers, but the deep, steady, joyful life God breathes into you. If something stirred in you today, that's the Spirit, not forcing you, just inviting you. Choose life, and I'll walk with you, one episode at a time. Here is today's daily affirmation. Today, I choose life. I choose the path that aligns my heart with God's heart. I choose the thoughts that bring peace, not pressure. I choose the habits that strengthen my spirit, not just my senses. I choose to slow down, breathe deeply, and listen for God's voice. I choose to feed my soul with truth, not noise. I choose to walk in wisdom, even when the world pulls me toward distraction. I choose to become who God designed me to be, one small decision at a time. I choose life, and life chooses me back. If this spoke to you, take one small step today. Choose one moment, just one, to pause, breathe, and invite God into your decision. And if you want more encouragement like this, follow along, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a gentle reminder that they still have a choice, and God is still inviting them into life. Drop a comment below and tell us how this may have helped in your journey.